Hello. This is in 3D. Experimenting. Where was I? I'm prepared in no way as usual. I haven't got a tea either. Going well now. I don't know when I write. Anyone know? Danica. Right, found it. This is a letter. This is a letter that I wrote to Danica Patrick, who races in the car. I'm changed over. I'm not put this on YouTube. Dear Danica, I have seen some of the IndyCar racing on TV and it inspired me to want to start motor racing. Like you, no doubt in your career, I first have some obstacles to overcome. I haven't got a car, so I thought, what could I do to replicate the IndyCar experience? I had a long think, a bit longer than that, and suddenly it came to me, pita rolls. So I ate them and they got me thinking about the horse roundabouts that you get at fairs. I did some research and I found that they come to my area every 6 months, so it won't be long before I become comfortable in the saddle. I haven't checked which direction they spin in. It shouldn't make a difference, should it? I discovered they also had the rides with the spinning chairs. However, looking at the people's hair in the picture, it might be going too fast for a beginner, so I'll move on to that once I get my certificate for horse riding. I noticed in your biography from Wikipedia, so it must be true, that you lived in Milton Keynes at the start of your career. It's not a very good John Lewis there, is it? I was quite disappointed when I visited. I had some alternatives there, but might not be able to fit them in 10 minutes, so I'll come back to that at the end. Who wrote this? How no brown snow? I can't remember seeing you race in cold weather. Do you ever get any on the tracks you race on? Good luck for the 2012 season in NASCAR. It's good to see a woman competing in top level motorsport. I've stopped watching Formula 1 because of the lack of women participating, or even changing wheels, or wiping helmets during pit stops. I hope it won't be long till I complete my training and I'm out there with you. P.S. Not sure what voice it is though. I have enclosed a DVD which contains recordings of songs I have made myself. That's dishwasher. They should motivate you to drive faster, especially if you can't reach the off button once you've started racing. Yours, Henry. I got time? We'll turn to this paragraph. I noticed in your biography from Wikipedia, if that's true, that you lived in Milton Keynes. Who wrote that? That wrong as well. So I'm not putting on YouTube now. I presume that the main reason for that was so that you could practice negotiating all the roundabouts. It is the roundabout capital of England after all. That's one alternative. The other one alternative was, I noticed in your biography from Wikipedia, so it must be true, that you lived in Milton Keynes. I guess you couldn't believe that they really were concrete cows, that's the now brown snow, and thought you'd base yourself there to be able to check for yourself. I've got one more. I noticed in your biography from Wikipedia, so it must be the truth, that you lived in Milton Keynes. Was it the Escape Indoor Skiing and Snowboarding Centre that drew you there? There you go. So that's me, but that's I've got a cup of tea. Right, Henry, hang. Danica. Oh, that's cold. What's going on? I'll read the Danica packet letter again. This time personally. Yes, there is to practice. Find it again. Oh, I did Dax and Cruise again. Danica. Bear with me. Sometimes I'll wah wonder why. I've just woken up. Here we are. Date of it. 4th of December 2011 roughly. Yeah. 4th of December 2011. Oh, I could have thought it there. I bought some Matchbox yesterday, and I might paint behind me so it looks different. So far, I chose 2 because there's 2 colours there. One there, there's one there. See if you which you prefer, and I'll probably ignore you. Right, dear Danica, as I'm feeling a bit just woken up and ancient, I'll try an old voice. Here it goes. Dear Danica, I have seen some of the IndyCar racing on TV and it inspired me to want to start motor racing. Like you, no doubt in your career, I first have some obstacles to overcome. I haven't got a car, so I thought I could get a cardboard box. I didn't. I thought, what can I do to replicate and put some wheels on? And to replicate the IndyCar experience. I had a long think, and suddenly it came to me. Burrito rolls! So I ate them, and they got me thinking about those horse roundabouts that you get at fairs. I did some research, and I found out that they come to my area twice a year. So it won't be long before I become comfortable in the saddle. I haven't checked which direction they spin in. It shouldn't make a difference, should it? I discovered they also had the rides with the spinning chairs. However, looking, I've lost my place now. Where am I? However, looking at the people's hair in the picture, it might be going too fast for a beginner, so I'll move on to that once I get my certificate for horse riding. I noticed in your biography, it's an old man with a very high voice. I noticed in your biography that you lived in Milton Keynes at the start of your career. It's not a very good John Lewis there, is it? I hope that's not the reason you chose Milton Keynes, because it had a John Lewis, because it's not a very good one. I was quite disappointed when I visited. I didn't even realise I was in it. Oh now, brown snow. That's what it was, it? I can't remember seeing you racing, Carmela. Do you ever get any on the track when you race? Good luck, because you're changing to NASCAR now, aren't you? Good luck for the 2012 season in NASCAR. It's good to see a woman, well I see it because I don't get over here. Good to see a woman competing in top level sport. I've stopped watching Formula 1 because of the lack of women participating. Or even, they don't even change the wheels. They don't even, when the man comes round, because it's a man driving the course, man comes round for his pit stop, they don't even come out to wipe his helmet for him. I hope it won't be long till I complete my training and I'm out there with you. P.S. I have enclosed a DVD which contains recordings of songs I have made myself. They should motivate you to drive faster, especially if you can't reach the off button once you have started racing. Yours, ignore me. Camera ran out of puff, though. Still got on with it. Hi. I did have alternatives for the Modern Kings paragraph. Do we have time? Really? We do. Because I couldn't decide what to go with, so I went, because I've only got to a page. I went over the PS. I couldn't decide which option to go for, so I went for John Lewis option. I presume that the main reason for that was so that you could practice negotiating all the roundabouts. It is the roundabout capital of England, after all. But then I had the other alternative. I guess you couldn't believe that they were really concrete cows. That's why I've got it over now, brown snow. I guess you couldn't believe that they were really concrete cows and thought you'd base yourself though to be able to check for yourself. Or the final option. Was it the escape indoor skiing and snowboarding centre the true there? That's it. That's me, practice number 2 to the camera contact. Saying, saying goodbye. No. Got to practice the letter again. Oh, you haven't got a pen, have I? Got this. Marks. God. I marked page special. I did some more painting. Look. I've gone for the spearmint in the end. I just need to buy some more paint. I might actually do it. You never know. Right, we go again. This is my letter to Danica Patrick. If you don't know, she's an IndyCar racer, or she was. She's now going into the NASCAR. I think because she gets a roof. Here we go. Dear Danica, I have seen some of the IndyCar racing on TV and it inspired me to want to watch motor racing. Like you no doubt in your career, I first have some obstacles to overcome. I haven't got a I haven't got a car, so I thought, what could I do to replicate the IndyCar experience? I had a long think. Suddenly it came to me. I think I'll go shopping. So I went shopping and I saw some profiteroles. So I bought those, and then when I went to the till, I looked behind the till and I was hoping to see a cardboard box that I could use to practice driving in, you know. Used practice with the pedals and changing of the gear, but they don't do cardboard boxes in supermarkets anymore, so I couldn't do that. The profiteroles were nice though, so I ate them, and that got me thinking about those horse roundabouts that you get at fairs. Carousels, are they? Carousels, I've been told they're called. Proper name for them. So I thought, perhaps I could ride on one of those, because that's moving as well, isn't it? That's not just sitting in the cardboard box practicing, that's actually moving as well. I did some research and I found out that they come to my area every 6 months, sometimes twice a year. So it won't be long before I'm comfortable in the saddle. I haven't checked which direction they spin in. It shouldn't make a difference, should it? I discovered they also, I should really lose my memory, shouldn't I? I discovered they also have the spinning chairs at the fair. But I saw the picture of it and I thought, oh look at that air streaming backwards. I thought that could be going a bit too fast for me for a first off. So I think I will stick with the horse roundabout carousel and do that first and make sure I get my certificate of horse roundabouting before I then think about doing the spinning chair. I noticed in your biography from Wikipedia, so it must be true, that you lived in Milton Keynes at the start of your career. It's not a very good John Lewis there, is it? I went up, not specifically Milton Keynes, but I did actually visit Milton Keynes when I was visiting somewhere else. I can't remember where I was visiting, to be honest, but I did stop at Milton Keynes. And I did visit John Lewis, and I walked in, and it took me quite a while to realise I was actually in John Lewis. I thought I was in a carpet shop, and then suddenly I noticed, oh look, that's a John Lewis badge. I must be in John Lewis. So I was very disappointed by John Lewis in Milton Keynes. So I hope the reason you went to Milton Keynes wasn't that there was a John Lewis, because I think you'd be let down, wouldn't you? How no brown snow when you have you ever had snow? It doesn't work. Have you ever had snow on the racetrack when you race? I can't remember seeing you race in snowy conditions. Having said that, I've never actually watched you race either. Good luck for the 2012 season in NASCAR. It's good to see a woman competing in top level motorsport. I've actually stopped watching Formula 1. I only used to watch a bit at the beginning anyway, and even that's got dull. So I've no longer watched Formula 1. There's no women in it at all. They don't even change tyres. When the man comes round, having completed a few laps, he pulls in, the woman comes in to rub his helmet for him when he's having his tyres changed. So I have stopped watching it. I do hope you have a good season in NASCAR in 2012, Danica. P.S. I have enclosed a DVD which contains recordings of songs I have made myself. I have actually sung those songs. They should motivate you to drive faster, especially if you can't reach the off button once you have started racing. I did have some alternatives for the Milton Keynes paragraph. I only do a page, so I didn't want to write too much about Milton Keynes, but I thought I'd just have them put my alternatives down just so that I could stick in other things as well. So I also had, I presume that the main reason for that was so that you could practice negotiating all of the roundabouts in Milton Keynes. It is the roundabout capital of England after all. Apparently there's 300 of them, approximately, in Milton Keynes. I also had, I guess you couldn't believe that they were really concrete cows. How now, concrete cow? And thought you'd bait yourself there to be able to check for yourself that they really were concrete. I don't think you can milk them either. And my final, because I'm sure I could have thought somebody else as well, but my final alternative for the Milton Keynes paragraph was it the Escape Indoor Skiing and Snowboarding Centre that drew you there?